Hey, everybody. It is your girl, Miss Motivational Mogul Mindset, Ava Cherie, the Inspire. I'm relaxing and I wanted to do the Wake Up Wednesday. I wanted to talk about mental gymnastics. And I come before you to speak to a place in you or for anyone you need to forward this to about healing in the midst of. So, I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times I overpour, overexert, and overgive of myself, right? And I was sitting up here praying and just talking to God, hanging out, for my next appointment. And I was talking about how I know as I travailed, as I went through and came out of so many tumultuous situations, as many of us do, I know one thing is for fact, which is God never left me nor forsake me. He did not want me to go through certain things, but he knew that I would catch on. He knows your heart, my heart. He knew that there was a way to reach me even in the midst of what I thought was something was not. So I want to talk to you about mental gymnastics. Mental gymnastics is when you're under significant emotional turmoil, when your brain is consistently toiling with an idea of something that was fed to you, when your brain is fixated and focused on what you committed to and what someone else committed to you about. You start to feel like, okay, I can do this. You're going into this commitment, full throttle, with excitement, sometimes love, sometimes with so much zeal and zest about the potential of the outcome, right? That you overextend yourself and start to do more of the other person's work versus focusing on what you're bringing to the table, your work, and all the work that you've already previously done, right? So maybe you've committed to a person that's never done real work in their life, just gone from place to place, just like I suggested in the placeholder vlog. Maybe there's a lack of respect because you show up despite what you've gone through, right? Imagine what your mind and your brain goes through trying to carry the weights and burdens of so many others that committed or overcommitted to you, saying that they was ready, that they're prepared to get in the game of life with you. They're prepared to do their own work. They're prepared to come to the table, to take ownership, accountability. Imagine having the potential and the passion to operate in your purpose with someone like that. And you commit to ensuring that the well-being of you and that other person is clad tight, that you're going to make sure you don't add weight to that. That's what we would like, right? That's what normal people do. They don't add weight and burdens to people that are soaring, to people that you have committed to. We're not in a person's life to add those types of weights, because we know at some point, the higher you climb, the more weights that someone puts on your back, you're going to break. And prayerfully, it's not breaking in the midst of your goal, in the midst of your flip, in the midst of your being elevated in your season. And if it is beyond your control that happens, you pray for the strength to maneuver and to recognize what took place in that moment. Because that is what is going to carry you through in the event you misjudge, be misguided, or someone tries to ever mishandle you again. And so I asked God, why are you giving me the mental gymnastics? Well, we all know that gymnasts are amazing. And they overexert themselves to reach the highest peaks in their sport. Gold medal, to travel the world, to climb the highest poles, and to do the highest, most unorthodox flips in the world. They challenge their body. They exercise a muscle. They do the work to become their best and most greatest potential. Could you imagine being that kind of person and encountering or committing to someone who intends for you to still reach those high of highs, but bring you down to the lowest point. Adjust the bar when you're about to do your flip to springboard to your next season. Adjust the bar or make it slippery so you can keep slipping back to where they're just spectating, looking at you go from pole to pole, from flip to flip. They want one of those things to snatch you back so you could be a spectator and become a spectator in your own life, because they can't even do it, nor would they even want to get to the pole to try. But what's even worse to them is the fact that they know the ties, the strings you had to cut to soar, but yet the mental gymnastics comes because they want to tell you, you got to keep going back to square one, practice one, day one when you registered, day one of training, day one of boot camp. They want to put you through some type of turmoil, hurt, pain, make it rugged, just to become a spectator and then start questioning your own ability, your own gifts, your own purpose. You see, people are spectators on purpose. And unfortunately, some of us learn as late that because they overcommit, like they're participating in the games, like they're participating, got their own lane, like they already sharpened and they sharpening their skills to excel and advance to the next tournament, the next thing, the next big goal. They really made a deal with the devil and themselves that they just going to be a spectator, a fan. They just going to keep buying tickets. And matter of fact, some of them won't buy the ticket. They'll just ride on your coattail to get in the rooms and to get in the position with the floor seats or on the stages or in the vicinity that's VIP to what they really would have been. And to just show up to look like they deserve and are worthy to be there, despite setting traps for you to fail, for you to slip, for you to fall. So I wanted to use the mental gymnastics as a way of saying to you that once you've crossed those hurdles, once you've jumped high over the barrier and the obstacle before you, you never see a runner looking back. And even when they grab the baton, they never look back. They hold their hand down, expecting to spring forward. My God. Because we've been gifted with another day of life, gifted with the time, the precious time of God. Don't you ever run this race looking back, wondering how you're running, questioning if you accomplished 20 hurdles already, questioning who is next to you. If the person next to you running the race is in the race, they're supposed to be there. If people are continuing to spectate, hate, give their opinion, overly critical, too much feedback about something the games that they ain't even participate in, but they should be way in the stands, leave them there. Unfortunately, good-hearted empaths and people of good spirit nature just want to bring along someone to have the experience because we trust that our judgment about people are pretty cool, right? Unfortunately, because there is a job in dark energy, it has to come forward. It comes in masquerade. It comes in facade. It comes in masks. It comes with false gestures. It comes with false acclaim. It comes with false intentions. And it also comes with sometimes barren gifts. What we need to do is measure the work of the person and the people that you're in business with, relation with. Measure the work of everybody around you and the goals and the hurdles and how many times they have ran that race. Because if you don't, they're going to keep running your race ragged in your mind and make you stay in the mental gymnastics of figuring out why I ain't jumped this hurdle yet. Like that hurdle is nothing to me. I did this as a beginner. Why can't I cross this line? It's because there's a blockage that's been implemented in your life that's really close to you, that you want to trust, that you want to love. that was never supposed to go with you anyway, that doesn't even choose to do the work to go with you, that doesn't even want to be in position because they lack what you have. And get around like-minded people, not just things in common with people. That's not good enough. I'm talking about like-minded, whatever that means for you, because they're going to not let you pull them down, and they're not going to desire to pull you down because y'all are in the same race, different lanes, different style, same race, same hurdles. How we go through them, how we go over them is up to you. But at least your counterpart has the same objectives, same goals, and ultimately will offer you the same support or more to get to where you're going. All right, this is your girl, Miss Motivational Mogul Mindset, Ava Cherie. Be inspired. God's love and God's peace to you all. All right, get some rest.